Hi guys, welcome back and welcome to my YouTube channel if this is your first time here. Today's video is going to be the second part of the beginner series. If you haven't watched the first part, I'm going to leave a link here and in the description box as well, so you can go and watch that. You can do it before you watch this one or after you watch this one. It doesn't really matter. The first part was all about brushes. We went through all of the brushes that you would need as a beginner if you're just getting into makeup or trying to update your kit. We went through all of the brushes that you need for a complete face bit. So check out that video before or after this one, whichever you prefer. Today's video is all about the base. We are going to be creating a beginner friendly flawless makeup base. I'm going to be taking you through all of the processes, all of the steps that you need to create that flawless, impeccable makeup base. Every time you do your makeup using these steps, you are going to slay. You are going to eat. You get me? Let's go. The foundation to any makeup look is your skin prep. That's the first thing that you need to do. Prep your skin properly. I have a skin prep video already on my channel and I did it recently. Nothing has changed in the way that I prep my skin before makeup since I did that video. Maybe I have switched up one or two products. The steps are still the same, so I'm going to also leave the link to that video in the description box and somewhere here as well, so that you can go check that out if prep is something that you struggle with. You will learn all the steps that you need to prep your skin properly for makeup, and if there's anything I missed in the video, you can leave a comment and I will definitely respond. But I don't want to go through all that process again in this video. It's just going to make it unnecessarily long. So since I have a video already, I'm just going to link that so that we can go into makeup properly, as I have already prepped my skin. After your prep, you want to go in with a good primer. For this video, I'm using this one from e.l.f. It's the Power Grip Primer. This is one that has niacinamide in it. They have two types, this one and the other one that is blue. I think that's just like a regular primer. It doesn't have any skincare in it. I like this one. I have tried that one and it is not bad as well. You can use any primer that you own. This video is not a product recommendation video. I'm just using products that I have tried and trusted. There are several good products in the market that you can buy, or you can also follow my recommendation and get the ones that I recommend in this video. But any good primer works. The next step is to go in with your foundation. I'm going to be using this one from Nuban Beauty. This is a Nuban Beauty in my skin foundation and my MAC Studio Fix foundation. I'm just going to mix these two and then blend that into my skin. I'm using this Real Techniques brush that I showed you in the first part of this series. I have used it once before, so it's a bit dirty. I just want to, dirty it up before I wash it. That's why I'm using it again. But I could have used any of the three options that I showed you guys in that video. Foundation mixing is not something that you have to do if you don't need to do it. The reason why I mix two foundations is because I don't like those foundations on their own, but together they work fine. With the MAC one, I don't like the color match and I also don't like the finish of the foundation. I think that it is too dry and it just makes my skin looks old. I don't know how to explain it. I think the combination of wrong color and just wrong finish. The Nuban Beauty one is a bit dark and it has a dewy finish. So when I mix the two of them, I kind of get what I like. So I just like to mix them. If you have a good foundation that matches you perfectly and you like the finish, you don't have to mix two foundation. You can just work with what you have. One of the secrets to a good base, I think, is blending. I think I should say patience, because you need patience to blend out your products properly. So patience and good blending technique. So I like to apply my foundation on one side, blend that out on the other side, blend that out, just using my brush and making really nice strokes like this. Sometimes I do circular strokes as well. I just like to distribute the products all over my skin as nicely as possible, trying not to leave any brush streaks on my face, like those line that you would see when somebody does not blend their foundation properly. I try to avoid that. I blend like this after I have distributed the product using strokes like this. I hope that makes sense. I also like to apply my foundation in layers. So I put the product on the back of my hand. I don't go directly on my face with the foundation. I take my brush, take a bit of product, blend that out, then go in as many times as possible to just layer up how I want. So I don't apply all of the foundation at once on my face. That's going to be a chore to blend out. And sometimes, depending on the product and also the temperature that you're applying your makeup in, products can dry out really quickly, and when that happens, it just leaves you with dried products on like different parts of your face, and you don't want that. So you want to go in layer by layer, building up as you go. And I think that that's the best way to apply all of your products. Don't go in at once with everything. Do your first layer. If you need more, you go in, so you have control of the amount of products that you're applying on your face. Then blend, blend. Do not get tired of blending. Don't forget your hairline as well. You want to make sure that your forehead is not looking very different from the rest of your face. I usually don't apply foundation on my neck. I just come down to my jaw area. This is where I stop, which is why your foundation match is important. You want to choose a foundation that matches the rest of your body, so that when you finish doing your makeup, your face is not Coke and your body Fanta, or your face is Fanta and your body is Coke. You want to pick your products carefully so that at the end of the day, you look like one person, not two different people. My face is a bit darker than my body, so I like to go with dark foundations most of the time. If I don't get a foundation that fits me perfectly, I'd rather go a shade dark than to go a shade lighter than my skin, because I know that by the time I highlight and contour and do all of those shebang, everything will rhyme. You don't have to do what I do, but just make sure that you are matching your products properly so that you don't look like two different people. I think I have done a good job blending in my foundation. It looks good. I can't see any streaks, and I think it blends nicely. Now it's time to begin to add dimension back into my face. I don't know if you notice any difference with my face from when we started this video and now, but foundation sort of flattens your face because everything is now one color. It's difficult to see all of the natural shapes and curves of your face, which is what contour and highlighting helps you bring back. So by the time you contour, highlight and add blush, you sort of look like a human being as opposed to a ghost. I know there was a time when we used to just apply foundation, add lip gloss and go out, but it looks weird. It really looks weird if you don't add any more color to your face. So let's do something about that. To highlight my face, I'll be going in with this concealer from MAC. This is really close to my skin tone. It's almost my skin color. I go in with this one first, and then I go in with a lighter concealer. I'll be using this one from Maybelline today to brighten it up. I'll show you guys how I do that. So going in with this one first, I'm just going to apply that in the areas of my face that the light hit, the areas that I want to highlight, and that's usually my forehead, the bridge of my nose, under my eye and my chin, also my cupid's bow. Then I'll go in with this, just about a tiny drop. As you can see, it's way lighter than the first one that I applied, and this is just to brighten my eye even more. But if you have budget for only one concealer, go with a concealer shade that is 2 shades lighter than your foundation or lighter than your skin tone. That is what is going to give you the effects that you are looking for. We are going to wait for this to get dry just a little. While we wait, let's do the contour. For contour, you want to go dark, so you want to use a concealer that is darker than your skin. I find that I don't like to go too dark when it comes to contour. I like that bruising effect as opposed to chiseled effect that contour gives, so I don't like to go too dark. But depending on what you like for your face, you can choose how dark you want to go with it. So it's up to you, but you can use the same rule with your under eye contour. Just go 2 shades darker. I think that will work well. I think this one I'm using is quite dark actually. I don't know if this is 2 or 3 shades darker than my skin tone, but it usually blends out when I apply it. Like by the time I blend it out, you would not see it so pronounced. It's just going to give the effects that I want, which is what I like. Again, using one of the brushes that I showed you guys in the previous video, I'm going to blend my contour, and I'm just, you know, blending that really nicely. On this area, you want to blend upwards. You don't want to drag it down because you don't want your face to look droopy. So up, 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 because you are trying to create an illusion of a high cheekbone to raise my face up a little. The way that you contour your face actually depends on the shape of your face. This is what works for me, and I have just stuck with that. So I blend upwards on my cheekbone area. This one I blend into my hairline. My forehead I blend into my hairline as well. Then for my jaw I blend downwards like this to hide my double chin. You can already start to see the effect of highlighting and contouring your face. I look more, you know, like my face has dimensions to it now. You can see cheekbones, my jaw is chiseled, my head is hidden a little, my forehead, and then the areas that are bright sort of, you know, shine through. So you can see the sort of effects that highlighting and contouring your face does. Now I'm going to go in with my liquid blush. Using my brush, I'm going to take some of the blush. I'm using this one, this blush from Zaron. It's their Checky liquid blush. This is in the shade Negroni, and I'm just going to take some on my brush and then blend that on my cheekbone. The time it takes you to apply your contour, blend it, apply your blush, blend it, is more than enough time your concealer needs to get tacky. So now I'm going to blend that out using my concealer brush. And if you are wondering why you need your concealer to get tacky before blending it, for me it's just because it's easier when it's a bit dry. It helps with like the coverage of the concealer as well. It's easier to work with because it's not moving around too much, and because it's not moving around too much, it sort of stays where you want it to stay. So it does what you need it to do, which is cover your hollow eyes and also give an illusion of brightness. So it doesn't spread too thin, it's easier to work with, it's easier to blend, and it gives you the coverage that you need your concealer to give. That's why you need to leave your concealer to be a bit dry before you blend. That's it. And I blend my under eye last, just for added insurance. No reason. Sometimes I blend it first, sometimes I blend it last, but mostly last, just for added insurance. And I try to keep it just where I want it, which is right here. I try not to drag it out too much. Just keep it right in the center. After blending in my concealer, I'm going to go back in with my contour brush, just the brush. I didn't add any more product, and just try to blend out the edges so that there are no harsh lines. I like for all of the products to just look like one. I do that for both sides. And because I think I lost a bit of my blush color, I'm going to go back in with my blush brush and just, you know, dust that on my face more. There's really nothing on the brush. I'm just swiping that on my face just to return some color to my face. At this stage, we are about 80% done with the base. We are maybe 2 or 3 steps away from a complete base, and the next step is to set all of the areas that I highlighted, and to do that you need a setting powder. I'll be using this one, and all you need to do is use either a sponge or a brush to apply this. I'll be using a brush to apply mine, and I just go into the setting powder with my brush. I pack as much as I can, then I dust it off. I dust off the excess, and then I apply that in the areas of my face that I highlighted. I'm just going to repeat the steps all over my face. After that, I'm going to go in with this brush and my face powder and just apply this all over my face. This is just to mattify the rest of my face. Just ensure that I don't have any greasiness on my face. Now to the final step, which is probably my favorite part of applying makeup, is applying my setting spray. My bottle is almost empty, just ignore that. I'm just going to apply this all over my face. This is to bring everything together. Oh no, can you guys see? It's applying like droplets. That's not how it's supposed to apply. I think it's because it's almost done. I just hope this does not ruin all of this hard work that we've done. I have another setting spray. I don't know why I did not use it. Let me just use this one. Yeah, that's more like it. Now I think that I've applied so much, but there's nothing to be worried about. With setting spray, you cannot really apply too much. I don't think you can. It dries down really quickly, so I'm just going to wait for that to, you know, sink in. I'm going to go ahead to do the rest of my makeup off camera, and then I'll be back to show you guys the finished look. This is the finished look, guys, and I think it looks really good. My base is basing. Let me know if you agree in the comment section. Also, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching, and this is the point where you also subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out on future uploads. Okay, hit that subscribe button now, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.